So hi everybody and welcome back to Unreal Engine 5 full game tutorial series for absolute beginners. This is video 56, and in this video we continue with the hitbox because I forgot to mention something. In my last video we created this skill where we used a timer. That was this one here, and I just forgot to tell you that we need also a click prevention. What is a click prevention? So the click prevention is that when the player presses often the skill, that it is not firing again. And it's actually very easy to do. You can do it with a do once node. Do once, for example, this one, if this is working, sometimes it's bugged, but most time it works. It's the same like this one here. So this and this is the same. What is here the difference? This one is an alternative way, which means you create here a variable. So you create here a Boolean variable. So you go here to the variable sections. Let's say click prevention, for example. Then you set here the type to Boolean, you compile, save. Then you have here a default value. It is set to false at start. Then you can take this out, get, and then you make a branch here. A branch is all time it checks this condition, what is here. If it's true, it will use this line. If it's false, this line. And then what you do is take this variable again, and this time you set it. And then at start, you have to set it with the one which is activated. For example, here, you can see this click prevention here. When I scroll down, it is false by default. So I use just here the false. Of course, you can click here and use the true one as well. But you have to keep this in mind later. And then what I'm doing here in my second step is, here I set it to true. Why I'm setting here it to true? Because when I click here the skill, you can see here I will click the skill. Here at start it's false, it goes here. And then I set it to true, which means when I click again, it will be true and nothing will happen because I set it here true. Important here is that you set this one here later back to false if you have a setup like this. And here, if you use this do once node, important is here, let's say you have a do once node, that you set it in the right moment again, a reset. So you will connect a reset there later. So the question is now, when is the right moment for this time? In my example, and I changed here a little bit, you can see in my last video I think we had something similar like here. You can see the montage was here. The only thing what I did is I just cut all this one and put it here to the timer section and call just one function here. So I have here just one function call. It's the same thing. Here is just a click prevention. Here is the function call in my player. I make just a function now. Of course, you create here first the custom event, so you can create here the function call. And then now we have to find only the way where we have to set back this to false so that we can click again, right? Because here you can see I set it to true. We can't click again. And in my case, that is here the time when I set here invalidate the timer. So we have here a timer. The timer will tick with 0.6 seconds in my case, and we have calculated in my example so that it will tick 3 times because we have a counter. And here the counter, when the counter says equal to 4, this one becomes true, and then the timer stops because this is just stop the timer. That's why we have here clear and invalidate timer by handle. And after that, there I forgot one more thing, sorry for that. We have to reset the counter. So that was what I have forgot in my last video as well, because the counter here, right here at the top, we counted all time we added +1, +1, +1. But after I have 4, I have reset this one so I can, when I start it again, count again. Or this one will never met because it will be then all time bigger than this one, right? So that's why we reset the counter. It's very easy. You just get here the counter where I have it for example, split counter, set it, and then write it 0 here if it's not, and then connect it. And here, after this one, I reset my click here, or you hear this one, this click delay, I set it back to false. And again, we need a reference back to the widget. Here I have a bad solution that was fast prototyping because I wanted to show you only this one. Of course, you make this later a little bit better. And what I did here is just get all widget of class. Again, that's probably not the best solution, only a fast. So what you make is get widget of all class. So now I can, widgets are all this kind of widgets are this one. So I'm not using actor of class, widgets of class, all this kind of stuff. And then here you get again the copy like all time, get this, you write get, then the copy. And this one is probably the first one, but of course we have to specify which widget we want. In my case, it is called widget blueprint gameplay, because that's this one here. Okay, then we select this VB gameplay. And then I will get this one here. And after I get this one, I have access to this widget here, which means I have also access to these variables here if they are public. And then if this so, I can call it, and I called it here click delay, and here I have my click click can I not write get, okay, what's this, click, why it's not working, get, right, click, okay, anything, it's not working. Perhaps I have compiled fast. Let's see what's going on. Normally this should work. Did I get all widget of class? Did I make something wrong? Gameplay get, anyway, this should work because here it worked. I don't know why it's not working right now. That's very strange. Normally it should work because I got it here too. Let's see if I make this one fast here again. Get all widget of class. Okay, widget blueprint gameplay, you make fast get, and then you write here click. Yeah, now it works. I don't know what I made wrong, but this one is the right one. So you can see get all widget of class, and then it comes here and you have access to this one. So I did anything wrong there accidentally, sorry for that, but you can see it works. All right, that was that. And again, this is just prototyping. Here you can find a better solution than this one. Instead of using this one will create probably again a hard reference, which is bad, which means it's not optimized and probably goes on performance. But for this prototyping, it's perfect. And there is one more thing what I wanted to show you in this video. That was the click prevention one way. Of course, you can do this with the do once node 2, but yeah, you figure this out. I want to show you here one more thing, and the next thing what I want to show you is how we can set perhaps the camera. You can see here a min and a max, so that I don't go too high and too low. And this one is actually also very easy. You go to your character, and in your character you find a place, for example event begin play. And here I added one section, and it is this section. You need just one node. It is called the get player camera manager. The camera manager is, you can see when my character spawns, has all time a camera. The thing what I here using moving around is the camera, right? And this one, the camera manager, has the properties for it. And so what you do is get camera manager. And then the camera manager has this setting, view pitch min and view pitch max. Pitch is up and down, right? So, and here is a little bit strange numbers. So let's get them, for example. So you write here view pitch and then min, and then view pitch and max. And of course you have to set this. I show you now the getter and the there is a reason why you get first the getter. Why I get the getter here? Because this pitch here has a min and max value, a default one, and they have it here. When you click now on this one, for example, pitch min, it says here minus 8990, which is probably minus 90, and the other one is 90. So pitch min is minus 90, so you can see the values, and now you can set them and experiment how it works in real, because the numbers are a little bit irritating. And when you do this one, what the next step is, now you have to set this, because this is preset what you are using without setting this manually. And now when we set this, for example, view pitch min, and then you go to the set section, and then we will experiment this. And you do this with the other one too, with the max. And if you both do this, then we have something here. And I showed you here this default values. You can see here is my, let's write here, for example, minus, here's, it says here, let's start with minus 90, what they have, so that you can see what happens with the min, pitch min. So when I go back and set this one, now I can go up. And the strange thing is, min is the top side. So min, I thought first the min is when we go to the bottom, but now the min is when we go up here. All right, and then from up is the highest, so minus 90 is probably the highest, and then you have to set it lower. So that's why I have set it then to minus 30, for example, and then you can see I can't go up so much. That is the max part which I can go up. First I could go up a 90 degree almost, and now I can go only this one up. And you can do the same thing now with the pitch max. The max is the bottom side. So when you go under the bottom, so you can see I can't go to the bottom, but if I would set this back to like here, the max is by default value 90 almost. Let's write 90 just here and go back. This is the normal setting which you have here in third person player. You can go here very, very close. And the problem is when you go too close, then we go in the character, and that's not good. And that's why normally you make this setup sometimes, not all times if you like. And here you can experiment again. What was the set what we did here? I don't know, I already forget it. Okay, let's say right 30 for test purposes. And you can see now I have set here, it's a little bit too low, but anyway, you get the idea, right? You can set here the camera section so that it's not going too down or too high, and so on. And you can experiment with this kind of stuff. So that's it for this video. If you have any questions, like all time, write in the comment section. See you in the next video. Bye, good luck, and have fun. And like all time, never give up.